Hey, Hey everybody, I'm your host K4 and welcome to another dual commentary explaining the different game mechanics in Action 7.
Yeah, I'm Raz, your co-host for today, and we'll be bringing you an explanation on Azure Knight Weapon builds.
Before we can begin, it's crucial to note that the Azure Knight class has changed a lot in Action 7. Here we have the skill tree. Here's the one-hand weapon and shield tree, the two-hand weapon, dual weapons, passive skills, and trans-up skills.
The purpose of this video will be to focus on explaining the different type of stat boosts you gain with certain skills in the one-hand plus shield and the two-hand weapon skill tree.
Here we have the one-hand weapon and shield skill tree. Please note that every skill can be casted, regardless of what one-hand weapon you are wearing.
The main difference is the different types of boosts you will get depending on the weapon you are holding. And now to the explanations.
Here we have sword defense, which you all know increases defense, but it also has another bonus boost, depending on what weapon you are holding. For sword, you gain elemental resistance. For axe, you gain increase in block rate. And for mace, you gain an increase in guard rate.
This here is the new party buff called Sharpened Spirit, an attack buff which gives slightly different boosts depending on what weapon you are holding. For sword, you gain boosts in strength, dexterity, and your critical rate. For axe, you gain a boost in strength, dexterity, and your base damage is increased too. And for mace, you gain a greater boost in all your stats.
This skill is a new party buff called Spirit Fitness, and what effect it has depends on the weapon you're wearing. For sword, there's an increase in defense. For axe, there's an increase in your maximum shield. And as for mace, there's an increase in your HP.
This skill here is called Spirit Air, and it's a party speed buff, and it also has a secondary effect depending on what weapon is held. For sword, there is an increase in resistance to range damage. For axe, there is an increase in tolerance to defeat, or knockback. And for mace, an increase in HP recovery.
And that concludes the one-hand weapon and shield skill tree section. Now we move on to the two-hand weapon tree.
Here we have the skill Berserk, and as you can see, while holding the two-hand sword, you gain an increase in accuracy. While wearing two-hand mace, you gain a boost in critical rate.
With the skill Solar Evil, the last two hits have a different effect depending on the weapon being used. With a two-hand sword, there's a drop in the opponent's defense. With a two-hand axe, there's a blow effect. And with a two-hand mace, there's a drop in the opponent's attack power.
With the skill Sonic Massacre, the last two hits also have a different effect depending on weapon choice. With Great Sword, there's a drop in target's attacks. With the Great Axe, you get the blow effect. And with Great Mace, there's a drop in the target's critical rate.
This is a new skill called Fury of Ronda. The effect will vary depending on the weapon choice. While wearing a two-hand sword, the target will get a decrease in elemental resist. While wearing a two-hand axe, there's the blow effect. And while wearing a two-hand mace, there's a drastic decrease in the opponent's defense. And that concludes our explanation of how Azure Knights have changed in Action 7.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Pikachu! Pika Pika!